Minneapolis is anti-war, basically. But no, we're actually a very small fraction of it. It's just, you know, today with scheduling and all that, you know, it's sort of difficult to always get people to show up. I'm doing this like 3 times. And would you want to pass these out? Will we hold up the banner for a while?
Okay.
Okay, great. And
for a while though, because
yeah, sure.
we're breaking down already.
Well, I mean, you know, we're not going to kidnap you and keep you forever.
Sure.
Well, we'd like to, but... what do you want to... you know, have you seen these most recent banners?
No.
Okay, okay, just tell me what you like. Okay, why are... This is a fashion show.
Oh, that's German. I can't read Russian.
Okay. This is...
Oh, yeah, that one.
Well, see, this is my guess. This is from very good designer. Yeah, we do need more. Okay. This one says, "Should we be proud of murder?" What it says. And then here's the graphic for it.
Backwards.
That's backwards.
Yeah.
It does go this way. You read from left to right, right? Okay, which one?
What did it say?
It says, "Should we be proud of murder?" The euphoria over the war victory. Well, I can't help but see so many rather spooky similarities between this and the Third Reich. Although I believe that this is a little bit scarier. I think that it's some sort of escapism from reality, and just the fact that people are given this this false victory as like a false hope, whereas you know, it's so obvious that we're all the economy is leading towards disaster, and people really won't hear what they don't want to hear, and that seems to be the main problem.
Is why I'm against what you're doing.
Sure.
Is because is because Saddam Hussein killed a lot more people than we did. A lot more, and more brutally, and we gave them salvation, if you would say that. And I'm not a religious person, I'm a military person. And by God, how can you sit and do what you all are doing and still live in this country and live, if you don't like it, go over there and drink milk, goat milk, whatever.
Okay.
Well, don't you believe that part of this country is the freedom to express all ideas?
You're damn right, and I'm expressing mine right now, and I don't like what you're doing.
Okay.
Because you're expressing your freedom against this right here. Right here.
Okay.
And that's it.
What does that mean to you? What does the flag mean to you?
That means the freedom to do what I want, when I want, for my country. That don't mean to interbreed. Don't mean to go and, geez, I don't know what you want to hear. Democracy, freedom. We gave the people freedom, now you're saying that we killed them. Okay, fine. If you don't like it here,
Sure.
if you don't like it here, all I got to say is I'm an American. If you don't like what we're doing, hey, there's a free ship any place you want to go to. Just tell them you want to export, and that's all I got to say. But I will fight you every day.
The intent here is to get information to people that we've really been cheated by the mainstream media. The facts coming through, or the facts presented are, a lot of them are inaccurate, or they're presented in a way that's highly tainted. And a lot of it is just blatant lies. So we're giving people an alternative to read, alternative information, and the main thing is to let people know that there is another viewpoint out here, that we exist, and because that's one thing that the mainstream media won't do. I called all of the television stations the other day, and you'll notice that none of them showed up, and the person at Channel 11 was rather condescending toward me, and very irritating individual, and his name is Frank. Okay, this is divided into several headings. The U.S. principle in Operation Desert Storm, which talks a little bit historically about the Iran-Iraq war. The human cost of the war talks about the deaths, the devastation, the effects of a war, disastrous effects. We have a heading of justifications, talking about what the real reasons behind this action are, which are, of course, to divide and conquer the Middle East. Talking about an oil-dependent lifestyle, which is something that, obviously is not permanent. Environmental effects on the war, which is very similar to the human cost. Who profits, who dies, talking about the economic effects of where all of our money is going to the war, leaving the rest of the people homeless, poor, jobless, etc. We have figures on racism, talking about that it's black and Hispanic people that are used because of their lower socioeconomic status. They are used in the front lines in these sorts of wars as expendable people. That's what it seems to be. Or that's what it is, actually. Talking about censorship in the media, just exactly how distorted the coverage of this war is, and then last we end up with why it's important to do this, why it's important to demonstrate your point of view.
And I believe that human beings are not by nature evil. I mean, I think there was a point I was much more cynical about people and thinking that they chose, if they had their choice, they would choose ignorance. But I don't believe, if I didn't believe that I could make a difference, or that the people doing what we're doing could make a difference, I don't know. It's sort of to me, doing something is an alternative to despair. To despair about my own potential, to despair about potential of all people. My philosophy of handing out a leaflet to someone is, it's not up to me to determine whether or not they want the information or not, or whether or not they accept it or disagree with it. That doesn't matter to me at all. The point being that the information has to get out, you know, and the thing that I'm most frightened about is when we're not allowed access to having information.
I think that recreational leafleting is like recreational drugs, you know, it's like religion, it's like sex, it's like anything else. It can be either used or abused. It's, you know, I think it's good if you don't let it get out of hand. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I've been up all night and there's nobody out, and I'm standing here at 3 o'clock in the morning out on some country road when there's nobody going by, and I'm just standing trying to hand leaflets to nobody. And it's that can cause some psychological damage eventually. So I think if it's kept within control, it's a good thing. The fast rollerbladers are great, you know, because it does take some skill when they're whipping by, and you've got to use your timing just right to get it into their hand. You know, it's a bit of a challenge, you know. I mean, it's people that are walking very slowly and very willing to take the flyer. That's not much of a challenge, and it's too easy. And so you know, bicycles are great. That's always good. Hi, would you like some information? A lot of people don't want to take it because they don't want information, because they can't read. She can read.
What is important is to get information out, you know, information that may necessarily not be there, you know, and leave it up to the, you know, people to make their own choices is what it's about for me.